जैसे शेर व शायरी शुरू करते हैं ना, इजाजत हो तो so friends, I think I'm not going to talk anything new. You know all this, what's there on the slides, the SDGs with the 17 goals. In the morning, Vinod spoke about them. The Sendai framework and the Paris Agreement, all are part of the sort of post-2015 agenda. There is more to post-2015 agenda than these three. I think I don't have enough space to discuss everything, but the new urban agenda is definitely one on my mind. Not that I'm an urban planner, but I think we are moving towards being an urban country. I think over 32% of the population now lives in urban centers. Some states are more than 50%. So we cannot overlook the new urban agenda as well. The important part is that the good thing about post-2015 agenda is that the various frameworks speak to each other. They're interlinked. So if we are looking at, so it's mainstream. In certain sense, there is mainstreaming of Sendai and Paris into the SDGs. Yeah? So it's a cross-cutting. Essentially, what I believe is that it's a significant opportunity for addressing the issues for the most vulnerable. And we can put them into one by one, we'll look at these frameworks. First of all, the Paris, less developed world. So you'll see that there are about some 7 major parts of or the priorities of the Paris Agreement. The first one is how do we limit the temperature rise within 2 degrees, yeah? Or maybe less, but doesn't look like we will be anywhere between 1.6 to 2 degrees centigrade. Yeah, maybe 3.5. Yeah. Sanjay's doomsday expert. So the second thing is finance. So the developed countries have projected that they will provide $100 billion from 2020 as a sort of so there is no sort of set deadline, but as soon as possible. Then burden sharing, I've already spoken, between the developed and the less developed, and then review mechanism. I think that's good. That it's not that in the end of 2030 we are going to review how much we have achieved. It's going to be periodic, 5 years. Every 5 years we're going to have a review. I think that's by and large, and the vulnerable countries, those like Bangladesh or others who have been suffering lot of losses. So how do we account for that, and then how do we compensate for that? So that's broadly what is Paris Agreement for us. Now let me come to
the last speaker normally has the worst task